welcome to Khan's Auto Reviews. This is Khan. We're in the 2025 Vinfast VF8 Eco model. So this is what the interior looks like. The cockpit for the driver's seat. So this is that, you have that touch screen here that has, basically this is where you control everything for the car, headlights, interior lights, different kind of car modes, regen braking, you got maps, and this is the charging station. I will show you all the charging stations near you. This is what I would use if you want to charge any electric vehicles that you have, whether that's a Hyundai, Kia, Vinfast, anything basically other than a Tesla, because Tesla superchargers are pretty much everywhere at this point. So this is just going to be a little bit of a POV driving, just to give you guys a little taste as to what it's like to drive this. So basically, once you get in the vehicle and when you unlock it, you just press the brake button to turn the vehicle on. There's no ignition switch. So we'll go ahead and put it in reverse and just do a little drive around town. So when I put it in reverse, what should happen is we should get a rear view camera with trajectory lines plus a 360 camera. So if you watched the previous video, I mentioned that the software can be a little bit buggy. So when I turned it on in that video, we didn't get those two options. We just got a rear view camera with no lines. So we'll see if we get a rear view camera with all the bells and whistles of a 360 camera and a trajectory. So, moment of truth. Unfortunately, we do not have that. We just have the regular old reverse camera with no trajectory guidelines or 360 camera. Rear view, the side mirrors do go down, so we'll use what we've got. Despite all of the bugginess of the software, it is a pretty fun vehicle to drive. It's got pretty decent height. It picks up pretty fast when you hit the accelerator. Pretty zippy. The electronic steering wheel, that feels pretty nice. I've only driven vehicles that have the regular old power steering, mechanical ones. The electronic power steering, it feels futuristic in a way. Let me know what you guys think. But this vehicle does have a heads-up display. I'm not sure if that's visible in the camera, but it's right on the dash. I'm just gonna give it a little bit pep here, and this thing just picks up. It's very fun to drive. It's a big go-kart in a way, TV kart. But you get pretty good visibility throughout. One thing that I have gotten a lot of comments on from family and friends are just how big these side mirrors are, which I don't have a problem with that. I think it's great. They should have made them even a little bit more bigger, maybe something like for this GMC here, get even greater visibility. But I love the mirrors, good visibility from the rear view, and the rear view is auto dimming. So that's a good touch, and this is in the Eco model, it comes standard. So you never have to worry about the sun blinding you or any people trying to tailgate you. And another thing about this, and this applies really to any vehicle that's on a little bit of a height, is people tailgating you doesn't affect you at all. They can tailgate me all day they want, but I'm gonna keep practicing safe driving, defensive driving, just get to point A to point B in one piece. So if you want to tailgate, go ahead. It literally does not bother me at all. It does have regen braking. The regen braking is quite strong. You can get away with one pedal driving, but when you come to these stops right here, you're gonna have to use the brakes. Oh, we'll open up the map application. So it's pretty intuitive. Slides around, you get pinch to zoom, you can do satellite, you can do just the regular old unsatellite view of it, which will show you everything around. I'm trying to get used to the satellite. Seems like it's more popular, but you can turn on the 3D building type, traffic. If you're worried about that, you know, traffic is. This right here is a camera that basically will just look at you and make sure you're paying attention. If it notices that you're not paying attention or anything like that, it's gonna start to chime you, maybe give you a little bit nudge, and it'll say something right here like, hey, pay attention. So right now we are driving in normal mode. So everything is just kind of middle of the road, not too responsive, but not super slow and unresponsive. You got two people there trying to do a U-turn, which is a bit of an interesting thing to see. Are U-turns illegal where you're watching this from? Let me know. Where I am, if there are no signs that you can make a U-turn, let me know down below if U-turns are illegal where you are. Where I'm from, in Midwest Illinois, if there are no signs, you cannot make a U-turn as far as I know, but there's no oncoming traffic. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. As long as you do it in a safe manner that is not putting yourself or others at risk. That's important. Turn into this little road here. Can give it some pep and some winding roads. We just not sure if you noticed, there's a Rivian that we just drove by. This thing, the turn signal on this thing is BMW-like. It doesn't click all the way down or all the way up. If you just tap it up or down, it'll blink 3 times and stop on its own. But if you move it further up, it'll stay. And one thing I've noticed with this is when you make the turns, it takes a long time. The steering wheel basically has to be almost completely straight for the turn signal to get canceled out. Now, one thing I've noticed is that when you have momentum, you're already moving, the vehicle's already moving, and you hit the accelerator, it zips up pretty fast. But from from non-stop to a moving state, it seems a little bit slower. I don't know if that's just physics at work or something. But if you're just looking for a fast car, an electric car that's zippy, it gives you the feeling of driving an electric car, you can't go wrong with this, especially at the price point. Go ahead and put the car in sport mode, let this person turn. Slowest turn known to man. We'll gun it. Wow, I mean, this thing is just so much fun to drive. This is an absolute blast. You get that electric vehicle torque, that fixed, you definitely get that with this vehicle. Sure, it's a little bit buggy and slow, but in terms of driving dynamic, it's great. You're getting that electric vehicle experience. Now, if you've never driven an EV before and you're not used to the regen braking, I would just adjust it. So I would start off with either low or medium and just see how that feels. With high, it may be too much for first-time EV drivers. Basically, as soon as you let go of the accelerator, the car is going to start slowing down immediately. You barely have to use the brakes. If you know how to drive with the regen on high efficiently, you barely have to use the brakes. So another thing with the EVs too, in a way, is that you'll save on your brakes too, not just the mechanical engine portion of the automobiles. Give it some pep. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. This is great. Absolutely. For less than $250 a month, I mean, you can't beat that. In the previous video, I don't think I mentioned the MSRP of this vehicle. It's just a little over $41,000. I believe this vehicle does qualify for the $7,500 tax credit, but that ends September 30th. So if you are in the market for an EV, time is of the essence. If you're in the Chicagoland area, the only Vinfast dealership in the United States, in the Midwest, is in Lisle. Or if you're in California, in the West Coast, you have an option of a dealership out there. At least take it for a test drive, kind of see what's going on. So they're not really that pushy. They're not pushing this vehicle out to everyone. If you want it, great. If you don't, then, they're not push you to get this. But if you're looking for something less than $250 a month, I mean, it's phenomenal. This is just so much fun to drive. Driving through a beautiful nature preserve, and you really, with an electric vehicle, you really feel like you're part of this environment. And one thing about an EV, if you've never driven it, it's just such a cool experience to have the vehicle move up to such high speeds, and you don't hear any engine noise. You just hear this kind of whirring electric noise, but you don't have any engine noise, and it's such a unique and cool experience. You definitely have to experience it at least once in your life, even if you hate EVs. I mean, you try it. Don't knock it till you try it, right? As they say. If you've knocked it after you tried it, then who am I to tell you? It's like gotta be centered. Look at that. Just miles and miles of nature. Enjoyed a beautiful weekend day. Beautiful greenery, sunshine, a little bit of clouds, but the weather is just phenomenal. I mean, 70s. Go through here and see what's going on here. And this vehicle does have adaptive cruise control. You can set up to, I believe it's 4 vehicle gap between you and the vehicle in front of you. It does have lane centering assist, so when you use this in combination with this at high speeds, it's essentially autopilot. I've tried to test the lane change a couple times and it seems finicky. So I would not rely on that too much, but the options are there. I use mostly the adaptive cruise control when I'm feeling a little bit lazy. Actually, I'll turn it on here and turn on lane centering assist. And as you can see here, it's keeping in center of the lanes, going 20 miles an hour. It's good to have it on especially a vehicle like this that maybe isn't as up there with like a Ford Blue Cruise or a Chevy Super Cruise. Is just keep the hands on the steering wheel. You never know with a vehicle like this what it can do, how it can predict things around it. So just aware of that. But it's basically the vehicle that's doing it all. As you can see here, it's not me. My legs are close to the seat, and it's just the vehicle doing it all by itself. So it's essentially kind of driving anyway. But please use it cautiously. And again, it's just still driving itself. It does a pretty good job. It's not terrible. So you see now it doesn't know what's going on. It's freaking out. But I'll just go ahead and cancel everything out. I kind of got what I needed. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and just turn it around. Sometimes we will get the reverse. Again, we just have the reverse camera. So actually what we'll do is we'll get out the vehicle. We'll park it. We'll get out the vehicle. We'll lock it. So that way it shuts off. And then we'll get back in and we'll see if the reverse cameras are working. So you'll kind of see what I mean by when I say buggy. So as we all saw, I'm going to put it in reverse again. We don't see any trajectory lines. It's just a regular old backup camera. We'll put it in park, take off our seatbelt, just find the keys real quick. And to turn it off, basically, it's kind of like a computer. It's going to take a few minutes to completely shut down. You'll still hear the radio and everything, but just nothing to worry about. But to shut it off, you'll just exit the vehicle, hit the lock button. You'll see the mirrors close in, and you can see the screen is still on, but it'll turn black. You'll see the VinFast sign, and it'll shut off in just a few moments. There it is, all shut down. Now to start it back up, you can either hit the unlock key, or just hit this black button here. See the mirrors folded out, screen turned back on. And we'll get back in. So now the car is in accessory mode. So we'll actually turn it on by tapping on the brake pedal. And there we go. Vehicle is on and ready to start driving. Go ahead, put the seatbelt on. Safety's first. All right. Now, one of the moments of truth. You had many moments of falsehoods, but let's see if this is a moment of truth. Hopefully. Let's hit the reverse key. Unfortunately, just a regular old reverse camera. So it is a shame. I mean, there's a lot of potential in this vehicle once they kind of kinks and all the bugs and everything. It does have potential, I think. But if you don't mind all of these, the bugs, and you know, they're working sometimes, it doesn't. For less than $250, I mean, some people's phone bills. So $250 for a whole car, I mean, man. Turn on the adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist. So these are the gaps here. You can see you can reduce the number of gaps from 1. So this is about a car's length away, 3 cars lengths away. Oh my goodness, it just goes away so quickly. See, pay attention to the road. It saw. I'm not looking at it. This the Vinfast vehicle itself that's following the curve and going the speed limit. It's not me. Oh no, it's, see? Blue lines, they'll kind of go away. Maybe they'll become gray. When it's not blue, that means the vehicle has no idea where the lane markings are. Okay, I kind of figured it out, but I'll cancel everything out. Get myself recentered here. You've got nice bolstering here. Feels pretty good. Holding it here feels nice too. 9 and 3 good. For a driver like that. The steering wheel is nice. It's a good steering wheel. Feels good. Put it in sport mode and have a little bit of fun. 1, 2, 3. And the Eco model, I believe the horsepower you're looking at is in the 360s. If you go and you upgrade to the Plus trim level, you're looking at 400s in the horsepower. So even with the Eco, you still get something pretty decently powerful. very fun vehicle. Does pretty good on the corners, despite it being so big. Obviously, I wouldn't try to, pushing things over the limit. It's not a sports vehicle, or sport tuned suspension, anything like that. Be reasonable with your limits. Be safe. Don't put yourself and others in danger. I mean, this thing just peps. It just never gets old. It's always as exhilarating and thrilling as it was the first time. And like I said, when it just zips up like that, and you don't even hear an engine or a transmission, you just hear the whirring of the electric motor. It's such a unique experience. Hopefully the lighting is good. I'm not sure. Was not anticipating hitting into just this much direct sunlight like this, so I apologize. It's not the best quality. And if you are going over the speed limit, a certain mile per hour, I believe for my setting is 10 miles an hour, you can adjust the settings to where the speed limit will flash at you. So that speed limit will flash at you, basically saying like, hey, you're going a little too fast there. You can also adjust it to where it'll make some kind of a noise, like a chime at you, saying, hey, you're going too fast there, bud. So those things can be changed. Sun gone now. Today's just one of those days where the sun is feeling a little bit shy. Come out for a few moments and then just kind of hide back. Now look at this view. Isn't that something?